What's going on, man? What's going on? It's been a minute. It's been a good minute, man. Baseball season was extended, and we had camps and training going on, and we back in the swing of that also. But today we had an invite up to the gun range to do a gender reveal for my brother-in-law and his girlfriend. So we went out there and did that. So I said this is a perfect opportunity for me to get out here and then run my 7.62, my 39 build with the new firing pin from Black Rifle Arms. Man, that thing, that thing is butter to begin with. But the main reason that we're doing this video right here, man, I picked up something new on Friday. Um, you know, I've always wanted a VR80. Just because it's the AR platform, and I've seen quite a few of them, be revamped to look more like the AR style and not that crazy. I hate the stock, butt stock and the all-in-one thumb hole grip that they have on the VR80. So that kind of like kept me away from it, because I always told myself if I get that gun, I'm going to want to switch it up. And do I really want to spend money on more parts right away? With my kids playing sports. Well, now it's my kids playing sports. My little girl plays this year. Um, so I was like, being a reasonable dad with a family, being with dogs and sports and things. And so I said, no, I don't want to do that. Then I noticed maybe a month ago, people started talking about a gun called the VR70, and I looked at it and I said, oh, that's nice. Kind of looked like a VR60 and kind of looks like the VR80. And then kind of did my research, and they called it the middle child. So I was like, well, that's how I'm naming it. I'm gonna go get me one at some point. I'm gonna go get me one. So I ended up picking it up on Friday, man, and said, man, I can't wait to shoot this thing. Did my little bit of research on it. I have my own conclusion on what the gun is and what components are from what and the reasoning that they did this or they did that. But I picked up the VR70. Let me see if I can set you up here. I picked up a VR70, and this is my VR70. That's my VR70. I went ahead and put a red dot on it. I got it, the handle on the left side. It's a very sweet gun. Ambidextrous safety selector. Big button mag release on it. Charging handle is ambidextrous. I throw it on the left, but you can stick it over on the right. It runs with the bolt. The VR70 also has the buffer and buffer spring in it, like the VR80 does. The VR60 does not have that. I went ahead and changed out the stock grip that came with it to an A2 grip, just for the feel of it. I like A2 grips on shotguns for some odd reason. They're just really smooth. But I picked up the VR70, took the VR70 out. It comes with mine. I don't know what all of them come with. Mine came with 3 chokes. I ended up getting 2 full and 1 modified. I wish I would have got a cylinder. But doing the research on that, the chokes are actually the Benelli mobile chokes, the Beretta Benelli mobile choke. So because I have the G-Force, the GFY1, got it right as soon as it came out, so I've had that for a few years. I said, well, that works in my favor. I'm able to use the same MKA 1919 MKA 1919 magazines for both guns. So that works in my favor. So now I have more magazines for both guns. And then on top of that, it's just, to be completely honest with you, this is just one of those firearms, man, that when you first hear about them, you're kind of skeptical on. But I knew exactly what I wanted. I went in and got exactly what I wanted. And I haven't been unpleased yet. Like I was telling my wife and my brother-in-law, I said, I know I got a lot of guns. And I said, the VR70 is probably one of the first guns that I got where I'm completely happy with it right out of the box. No major improvements done to it other than I threw a red dot on it, threw an A2 pistol grip on it, oiled it up, took it out and shot it. Inside the manual, they tell you inside the manual that you have to run it with anything 1350 or better to break it in, 250 to 500 rounds to break it in, and then you should have no issues with it. It also comes with the light piston. It doesn't come with the heavy piston. I did send them an email to see if it's supposed to come with the heavy piston, just to see, and they haven't responded yet. But I'm pleased with just the light piston. I had run things from, matter of fact, I got my ammo right here. Give me a second. I ran some Winchester in there, Super X to 1225 or to 1255. It ran. I ran some what's the other? I ran some cheap Winchester stuff that you get from Walmart, 250 rounds per box. It ran flawless. I ran the Winchester AA. If you can see that, 1250, ran flawless. Now, when I say ran flawless, I'm not gonna say it didn't have any hiccups or anything of that sort, but the hiccups that I had, I mean, it's just the basic wear and tear, on a new gun, the break-in period. And, I had, one failure to fire. It just didn't seat all the way. Quick tap on it, seated, fired. It ran like extremely well. I put roughly 75 to 100 rounds through it, and I've had maybe one issue out of it, and like I said, to me, it really wasn't an issue. One of the extremely light loads, it was the Winchester, like universal type stuff. It was like 1125 velocity FPS on it, and it ejected, but it didn't allow it to feed another round into it, which was no issue whatsoever in my opinion, because it's still a brand new gun just being broken in. Like, all I can say is that's one of the best purchases that I've had. I've yet to see any videos on the VR70. You would definitely get more videos from me about the VR70 coming in the near future. And yeah. So once again, the VR70, Rock Island Armories, RIA VR70, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shotgun, threaded on the end. VR80 parts fit on it. Big mag release here. Ambi safety selector. Changeable ambi. You can take this out and stick it on the other side. Charging handle. Bolt drop, bolt catch, all that. So yeah, there it is. The VR70, Rock Island Armories VR70. Beautiful gun.